171.
This is called brand placement.
Hey, guess what? I guess I didn't turn my microphone off last episode.
What do you mean?
On.
You didn't turn your microphone on?
It was something. Our great people on YouTube reminded me that I needed to use my big boy voice.
Look, I don't know if you guys realize it, but M.A.S.S actually stands for Mediocre Action Sports Show, and it's Monday. All right, so here we go. This is the Monday M.A.S.S. Today is...
It is DIY, too.
What?
It's a DIY show.
That
adds credibility to it.
You're fucking my
DIY.
flow up, dude. I don't even know what the date is today. What's the date? Today is Monday, the 24th of April. We're almost into May. So, yeah. Here we go. Look at that. Look at this product placement right here. And we're going to talk...
Tell us about the product placement first.
We can't. We're not going to actually talk about this new product placement until June 1st
yet.
because that's when the contract starts.
Ooh.
Sorry, Alyssa. At any rate, here we are, and we're doing it. We're doing it on a Monday, and last week I was not here. Or no, were we here?
Yes, we were here. It was just an okay show.
I don't even remember.
It was decent.
All right, so...
You want to do some ads?
We're going to do the ad block. I'm going to do it because we got shit to do here. We got stuff to get to. You can do the first one.
RationAle. At RationAle, this is the world's best craft NA beer. Very excited to have them as part of our canon. I think our audio is working, and the people at RationAle love it when our audio works, right?
Yep.
You're the one in a rush. Go.
All right, Hansen Surfboards. At Hansen Surfboards, they are your one-stop shop for surf, skate, snow, kind of skate, but not really skate. Like they're more like skate if you're like into like cruising around and wiggling your ass on a bike path. But they do have a lot of surf stuff. And snow stuff in the winter. No, they don't have any snow stuff left. But they have everything you could possibly want for surf stuff. It's Chris and I's go-to place to get our stuff. Hansen Surfboards here in Encinitas. Beneath Apparel, BN3TH Apparel. Underwear. Look, yep. They go right underneath your pants, and if you're a man, they cup your nuts. Pedal Electric at pedal.electric. It's e-bike season, everybody. Just when you thought it was safe to get back on a bike path, nope. You're going to get run over by someone on an e-bike.
I put about 100 miles on mine this weekend.
Preferably by an at pedal.electric, the best and fastest e-bikes on the planet. At Bubs Naturals. Bubs Naturals. You can get collagen. You think your fingernails are small now. Wait till you stuff some collagen in there.
We've got that new product. Remember, I tried it last week, and it definitely quenched my thirst, and it hydrated me. Hydrate or Die by Bubs Naturals.
Wow, fucking aggressive marketing. We also have Bachan's Japanese barbecue sauce at Try Bachan's. If you are in a slump for recipes, I suggest just go to the Bachan's Instagram because it will give you FOMO of what you're not cooking in your kitchen. And they really do have recipes on there. And
I think that's FOMO, fear of missing out on food.
FOMO?
FOMO. Wow. It's new. It's a brand new version of FOMO.
I had FOMUF in high school. Panic & Coffee and Tea at Panic & Coffee and Tea.
It's right here.
Put some in your cup, jack yourself up, and get ready for an adventure on the Monday M.A.S.S. At New Greens. New Greens, currently the owner of New Greens is sitting on a beach in Mexico right now, so he is just basking in the limelight. He's coming up with new ideas for New Greens.
Yeah, that helps sell product.
Yeah. So at New Greens, if you want to be healthy, fucking jam some New Greens in your gullet.
Jam it in.
At diecutstickers.com, that's where you get wonderful stickers like Cry is Free, was my nickname in high school, and
Listen
stop
to Monday
saying
M.A.S.S.
frontside indie, and listen to Monday M.A.S.S. So that's it. That's our sponsor.
For now.
Bullshit. And also, this brand that I'm not going to mention yet because the check hasn't cleared.
Oh, yeah. Get paid first.
Yeah.
Also, guess what? We've got something fun coming up for all of you surf fans out there. The 60th anniversary of Endless Summer is coming up, and that's going to kick off the
Endless
Dana
Summer
Point,
1 or 2?
Endless Summer 1.
Mm.
I believe Endless Summer 2 was only 20-something years ago. We're talking the classic, dude.
Okay.
OG.
All right. Bruce Brown?
Endless Summer, 60th anniversary is kicking off the Dana Point Surf Film Festival. There's going to be a big party at Salt Creek. On Cinco de Mayo, you've got Wingnut there. He's going to be your MC. Tickets are available at danapointfilmfestival.org. It's going to be super fun. It's a big beach party.
And this
The
is what
stars-
day?
This
May
is
5th?
May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
Margaritas for everybody.
That's right. It's going to be, the screening's going to be at 8. The party starts at 3. It's going to be one of those things where you go there and you're like, oh my God, Wingnuts right there. Oh my gosh, that guy was in Endless. Oh, it's going to be classics on classics. More to come on that. Don't forget to get to the website, DanaPointFilmFestival.org. There's also a whole week of films, tons of surf movies being shown. You would be very stoked. if
Chris,
you
I
went to
know
Dana Point Surf
that
Film
you
Festival.
don't drink alcohol.
Right.
Okay, so we're talking about margaritas.
Okay.
Last Friday was the first time I've been, or last Saturday morning was the first time I'd have been properly hungover in probably
Wait, what
8
happened?
years.
What happened?
I
You
accidentally
got drunk.
got inebriated on a Friday afternoon.
Like blackout
no,
or
just enough because margaritas like sugar and they're syrupy.
what do you even like when you're drunk? Because I don't know. I haven't seen it in
I'm
ages.
great.
But like, what are you like?
Well,
Are you cool? Are
usually
you not like this?
What I do is
You're not like this.
I have all the answers to every question
Okay.
for like the I'm like a Roman candle. Like I burn really bright. I'm kind of like phosphorus,
And then you just
and then I just go out
go dead.
and go to sleep.
Okay. So why did you drink so much on Friday?
Well, we were just myself, New Greens Devon, and Tyler
Okay.
Mars from Moon Age Radio decided that we were gonna fix every problem in the United States.
You were on Tyler Mars' radio show.
Yes,
Moon
last
Age
Friday.
Radio.
Yes.
Okay.
So we I don't know, like those guys. I'm not in that league, dude.
You drank on the show
No,
after the show.
after the show.
Okay.
But I'm not in that league. I don't know how to do it, dude.
So what? 3? You're talking 3 margaritas? You think? What's like your
Three.
cutoff?
3 was what I did Friday, and I don't like being hungover, dude. It's not.
So
it's not good.
describe the hangover.
Just felt icky. I just feel icky.
I haven't.
I know
been-
you laugh because like 30 margaritas was before you started eating.
Well, I haven't been properly hungover in like 12 years, but I do remember that feeling.
just icky.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine now. Totally fine.
That's when you need that new Bubs hydration stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, hydrate or die will help you out in that situation.
I would have chosen death.
Yeah, and you almost did.
Yeah.
But you're back
Not
and you're
really.
here.
All right, let's
surf
go
news
right
brought
into
to you
surf
by.
news.
You want to go surf news?
Yep.
Hanson Surfboards. And-
But you know what? I feel like we should go to skate news first because there's breaking skate news.
You think?
Dude, it's pretty important.
Okay, we can go to skate news first. Skate
Do we have
news is brought.
Do we
to
have
you-
a breaking news?
Yeah.
Chiron, do
You
we
ready?
have one? Yeah.
Breaking
Breaking skate news.
skate news. This is-
Bam Margera on the run from police in Philly.
Yeah, I just Todd, you had texted me earlier. This is obviously a bummer because I feel like
But this is real news.
This is-
Bam is
yeah.
currently being sought by the State Patrol of Pennsylvania.
here's what happened.
Oh, you have info.
Yes, I looked it up.
Fuck.
Found
Let's
this
go.
great news site called TMZ, but I
How
think
does TMZ? First of all, how does TMZ get?
because Bam's a certified celebrity,
All right, you guys,
and they love
Listen
celebrities
to
in
this shit.
trouble,
This is news that you're not going to get anywhere else except for
Yeah.
all the major
except for all news.
outlets.
Not
we go.
Fox News though.
Go.
They're not covering this.
Go.
Okay, so Bam was at his family home. The whole family was there. We don't know what happened, but somehow in the morning, I'm reading this verbatim. Bam's brother Jesse was woken up 8 a.m. Sunday. Bam's knocking on the door, left a signed note under the door. If you even fucking think of calling the police on me, I will officially fuck you up. And then Jesse, Bam's brother, he's the singer of CKY. Remember, singer, guitar player.
Mhm.
He goes downstairs. Bam is peeing into the kitchen sink. They start fighting. Bam wailed on Jesse, struck him multiple times in the head. They're fighting, and then Bam says, "I'll kill you. I'll put a bullet in your head." And Jesse told the police Bam said he'd kill everyone in the house, including his dad and 2 other women that were in the house. And then Bam fled into the woods behind their house on foot. Cops chased him, came up short. Now Bam is officially on the lam. That's sad.
Wow.
It's
very
a bummer.
sad.
I mean, it's sad when it happens to anyone, but I feel like Bam has so many people pulling for him, strangers, fans, everything, that this is just sad to hear for everybody because obviously he's going through this disease of, addiction. alcohol, drugs mixed with whatever chemical imbalance that he's said he has. This is all bad news. He's going to get caught. You don't run into the woods and not get caught, right?
I mean, not since like high school.
Well, this is 2023. So Bam will be in big
Wow.
trouble again. And
That's
it's a bummer
insane.
because a lot of people are cheering for Bam. I'm one of them cheering for him, but you can't
So
go beating up your brother and then making death threats to the whole family in 2023. I don't think.
no, it shit don't fly.
So what do you think? What do you
What do I
think
think?
happens next? What do you think is going to happen next?
Well, he's gonna get found like pretty quick
Yeah,
because you think you can hang out in the woods
you
and
can't.
just wait it out. You can't.
No.
No.
The woods wait for no one.
That's right.
Well, we do have better skateboarding news. There's been a bunch of great video parts dropping off, but one story that I've been literally following across this country, Chad Caruso.
Oh, his skate across America.
Chad Caruso is currently on day 31. He started skating in Venice Beach, California, and he is going over 3,000 miles.
Where is he
now? So I kind of just started following him like a couple weeks ago. He's been in Texas for like a month. That's how big Texas is. He's been skating through Texas. He's been in Texas for the longest time. So right now he is just out. He's in Texas, but he's nearing the end of Texas. I texted him this morning, just DM'd him on the road. He wants to come on the show after he's done.
I want to talk about blisters.
So today,
what kind of shoes? What skate shoes is he wearing? Like, this is the kind of shit that people should know about.
Okay, so he's riding kind of like it's not a cruiser. It's a normal looking skateboard, bigger wheels. But I think he has to, if you go on his Instagram, he kind of talks about everything. Today, he is in the rain. So he's skating in the rain. He had to buy another new pair of shoes at Walmart. He's just buying, like, kind of whatever shoes he can get.
Yeah, because you don't want to carry.
You don't want to be carrying a backpack, and he's in a trash bag. Imagine skating for 12 hours a day on these roads that cross the country where most of the time you're basically skating on the side of a freeway.
Dude.
This dude's gnarly.
Homeboy is not skipping leg day.
No. His legs look great. He's raising money for charity right now, and also hoping to break a world record.
Is there a place that people can go and donate to this charity? Do we have this information?
You know what? Let me give you his Instagram because it's actually a pretty fun follow. Like I said, the dude he's skating and he is.
I'm just here for the
constantly,
leg. I'm just here for the leg photos.
Yeah, he's stopping and talking.
What leg?
You know where he's ending up?
Where?
Jackalope Fest.
You're shitting me. In Virginia?
Are you gonna be there
in June?
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
They haven't told me. Hey,
Chad, you might meet Todd at
Jackalope.
What
Leg do you think is bigger? Like after pushing like that.
So he's doing tricks.
He's doing tricks
he's
on the
doing
way
every
there?
once in a while. He's vlogging everything.
Okay, what is his Instagram?
At Chad_Caruso. At Chad Caruso.
USO.
Yeah. I mean, I can give you a little bit of what he said this morning.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So this is his vlog. So he's vlogging every day. He's posting every day. And today was a rough one because
here's a great question from some of our watchers on live.
Morning, guys. All right, day number 31. It happened. Okay, so just went to Walmart and picked up some horrible $10 shoes, a half size bigger, just so I don't blister myself.
So you see he's giving updates along the way. He's bought a poncho, he's bought some shoes, he's going for it.
Dude, do you think he switches up his pushing?
Have to.
You have to.
He's going through wheels and he's going through shoes quickly.
Is there I wonder if he has people lined up in cities. You would
just
think
went to
that
Walmart.
I know, but you would think that people would wheel drops. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be at this UPS store on Friday. I need some wheels, and then our homies at OJ's would send him wheels, or someone needs to send him a deck.
I bet he's getting help along the way, but there's no trailer car, there's no team with him. It's
Someone needs to be
just him.
squirting him with Neosporin,
spraying him down. Well, he's in the rain today. He's probably gonna get sunburnt tomorrow. That's like a torturous
That is insane.
way to
That is a
cross
that is a
the country.
a commitment.
But he's raising awareness for mental health and youth addiction. So I think a large portion of the funds he's raising will go to Natural High, a nonprofit for preventing drug addiction. And he's been sober for 6.5 years. Congrats on that, Chad. Ed Templeton, Crossed Wires book featuring basically Ed Templeton's greatest hits.
Of photography?
Yes. Amazing photos, a huge, beautiful, hardbound book.
What was his other Teenage Smokers was one?
Teenage
and
Smokers.
what was the other one? With his, he had like a ton of photos.
Beautiful Losers.
Beautiful Losers. That's
Or
right.
that might be the group. Either way, any photo Ed Templeton
Is that a
takes is
movie?
going to be
Wait,
great.
I thought that was that a Toy Machine?
I think
movie?
that's a group. Beautiful Losers is a group of artists.
I forget, but you kind of
I
like
promised
you're
myself-
barking up the right tree.
I
Here,
promised myself last week that I was going to have all my facts straight because I didn't have any facts.
People
last
don't tune into this for facts. I hate to tell you.
week. Really?
No, they don't.
It's
What el-
entertainment.
what
I
else we
thought this
got?
was news.
Gravis footwear is on the comeback once again. What?
Yeah, it's pretty random. Gravis Gravis Footwear is coming back right now. It's an all Japanese team, but literally every single comment. So that leads me to believe this is a Japanese led comeback of Gravis skateboarding footwear. But everybody in the comments says the same thing. Re-release the Dylan Reader shoes. Did you have the Dylan Reader slip-ons?
they were weird looking.
Dude, I had them in gray, and I don't think I ever skated them, but I think they'd be. I think they're prime for a comeback now.
I remember when
for
we
chillin'
we
shoes.
were on a Quicksilver trip. Myself, this is when Dylan was riding for Quick. It was myself, Oblo, Dylan, Reese Forbes. I forget who else was with us.
Danny Garcia.
No, it was before Danny Garcia was on the team. But I remember when we all met in Chicago. I think we were actually going to New York or something for something. And I remember Dylan showed up in the Chicago airport with those shoes on. And
Right.
we were all like, what the hell are you wearing?
But Dylan Reader could wear.
No, he
anything,
could pull
right?
it
I
off,
mean,
dude.
But,
But,
there's
like,
the people like me that tried to wear them and did not pull them off.
they're just not traditional.
Also, Puma Japan, making a push. So
Bunch of
interesting
Puma pants.
to have those two brands coming back. If you want some good stuff to watch regarding skateboarding, Thrasher Vacation in Argentina is amazing. All your favorite skateboarders in it. Name a skateboarder. They're in it. Go ahead.
Current cables,
He's in it.
right?
Yep.
Who else?
Grant Taylor.
He's in it.
He's in it. Everybody.
Okay.
They're all in it. Thrasher Vacation Argentina. It makes you want to go to
You've
Argentina.
skated in Argentina before, right?
In Argentina.
Wow.
No, I've actually never been to Argentina.
Oh.
Never invited. Would
Oh.
love to be invited. What else we got? Mason Silva dropped a video part called Take a Lap, and it slaps. I think a new Sodi run for Mason Silva. We will see.
Wow.
GX1000 also
do you think
dropped
there
another
there
video.
should be a rule that you can't be Skater of the Year twice?
No,
You think you should be?
because I think you really got to throw down hard to be Skater of the Year twice.
Okay.
That's like
Fair enough.
you gotta go bananas to do that. The GX1000 crew dropped another video. More hill bombs, more insanity, more of that San Francisco treat y'all love so much, and they're bombing hills in the rain. How much would you charge?
Not
okay,
enough.
a medium-sized hill in San Francisco. Your current board.
Okay,
You're in
we
your
gotta
Dylan
talk
Reader
about
Gravis reissue shoes.
how does the road shelf out and then go into a second
The
steep
road-
section? Is there a trolley tracks?
Okay, It's
somewhere-
a clean road.
Okay.
And it's basically 1, 2 straight, and then a gradual uphill. So you don't have to worry about skidding. You just go 1, 2 uphill. It's slightly raining. You're on your current board. What's the number?
I honestly feel like I would be more comfortable doing that in the rain.
Oh,
and
because
the
you would
reason
slide.
being you would slide,
Damn, dude, you're smart.
but I don't want to do
What's
that.
the number? 10 grand?
10 grand.
Damn, that's not that big.
I'd wear a helmet though.
Me too.
Probably gloves too.
Red Bull did their airport thing again. Looked
Fucking
crazy.
insane. What
Yeah.
airport did they use this time? The same one?
I believe so. I think it was in Louisiana or Atlanta
Pretty rad.
or Alabama. It was somewhere,
Wow.
and it looked cool. Did they leave that stuff up?
I doubt it. I think it's at the airport. You know, Actually, it's a commercial airport. It's a wing of a commercial airport that's
Tennessee.
that's closed and under remodeling.
It's in
So
Tennessee, right?
you just named like all the red states. I don't know where
They're
that
states.
is. They're just it's somewhere in the South that this took place.
It's either Tennessee or Louisiana.
All right.
Do you want any more skate news?
No.
Hey,
Let's go to surf news now.
Surf News is brought to you by Hanson Surfboards.
You know what's fucked up? Kelly
Whoa.
Slater off tour for the
Dude.
first time in how many years? Like 20-something years is the first time he's off tour. Correct?
I think the first time he's forced off tour.
Forced off tour.
Or did
Eliminated
not qualify.
from... Yeah.
He has taken breaks in the past, and we will get to it, but I was feeling a little guilty last week for just shitting on Bells and not giving analysis about what happened.
Don't be
but
so
we're way past
Don't be
that
so hard
now.
on yourself, Chris.
I just didn't
Leave that to the
sound
audience.
smart, and I'm super smart. Yes, so the cut was made. The deepest cut, the most savage cut we've seen yet on the championship tour. Let me start with telling you who made the cut for the women. And the contest is still going. Margaret River has been a beam of shining light. Beautiful waves. People are ripping. There's urgency. There's emotion. There's passion. There's tears. There's joy.
I haven't watched a minute.
You haven't watched it.
Not a freaking minute of it.
God, why not?
I don't know. It's just I'm not.
You're bored. You're not into it.
I'm not. I don't know. For whatever reason, it hasn't grabbed my attention.
You've been drinking.
Heavily drinking.
Here's who's made the cut for the women: Tyler Wright, Molly Picklum, Carissa Moore, Caroline Marks, Caitlin Simmers, Stephanie Gilmore, Tatiana Weston Webb, Lakey Peterson, Gabriella Bryan, and Betty Lou Sakura Johnson. Just getting in there. So that's who will be moving on after Margaret River to Surf Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Boys that made the cut: Jao Chianca, Robbo, Felipe, Ethan Ewing, Griffin, Callan, and John, Yago, Leonardo, Caio, Connor O'Leary, Callum Robson, Medina, Jordy, McGillivray, Ferreira, Liam O'Brien. God, you got to watch Liam O'Brien's heats. He's amazing. Rio made the cut.
Nice.
Kanoa snuck in from below the cut. We got Baron Mamiya, Seth Moniz, Ian Gentile.
Wow.
Right there. So the cut was made, and we lost Kelly Slater, we lost Chloe and Dino, we lost Jake Marshall. There was, and those names might rattle around a little bit because they're gonna recalibrate everything after the finals day.
Was Steph even competing?
Steph, yes.
So she's gone too.
No, she made the cut.
She made the cut.
She made the cut. So the women's cut, not as cutty as the men's cut. The men's field is cut into half, basically. Your current world number one, Jao Chianca, is going off. And so now we have to figure out, okay, is Jao Chianca world title worthy? Does his surfing, for you, have world title written on it? Is he a John, a Medina, a Toledo, an Italo? Is he of that ilk?
Given that you already know how I feel about the surfing circumcision,
Yes.
I feel like, that's a good point. I think he may be in trouble when it comes to a Felipe Toledo at the wave pond.
The Surf Ranch?
Yeah, I think
better get ready. It's coming up.
I think he's got it, but yeah, like you said, like the Surf Ranch is coming up. Felipe does not give a shit there.
Right.
Like he wants, and I'm sure he's probably
He's still pissed.
really aggressively angry about some things that have happened to him.
Keep trying.
Yeah, and then also,
But what about Jao? What about Jao's just his surfing? Is it powerful enough? Is it? It's fast enough. We know that. He's
I
got
don't
the
know.
tricks. He's consistent, and you don't have to be a power surfer to win the title. But
no, I think he has a very flicky style.
it's not that powerful. I would say that's
But
his one weakness is
It's
the power.
he does get the job done, but you should say also too is that the waves that we've had on the tour this year haven't really lent themselves to. Like, it's been more favorable to people that are really light on their feet and can traverse
Yeah.
sections and.
Except for Margaret River.
Mm.
But we got the finals coming up, so we will see. And Jack Robinson, who went into Margaret River second place, had to pull out due to injury. Things are going to shake up in the top.
John is just like on a.
Oh, he's going
It looks
off.
like he's just playing.
Thank
there.
God.
Yeah.
So the next event is Surf Ranch. But before we get there, the Inertia just posted something about Kelly Slater. Kelly Slater did the best turn at Margaret River, at least the one best,
the single
probably the three or
best
four best
turn of the
turns.
event so far.
Yes, easily, insane. So there are a couple scenarios in which Slater can keep surfing. So the WSL has 2 season-long wildcards at its disposal. Okay, that's how Sally Fitzgibbons got back in last year, even though she was cut.
So we're talking about for next.
So, well, they can basically grant him
Now?
these wild cards now, and he could still make the final 5 at Trestles.
How controversial would that be?
It would be controversial because, as it stands right now, Kelly is tied with Baron Mamiya and Michael Rodriguez below the cut line. So I was wrong when I said
how do
the
they
cut was
make
up.
how do they make that call? Is it like, okay, well, obviously, look, Kelly's going to bring more eyeballs than anybody else
yeah.
to this, to the tour. Like if
I
don't know,
I
I
would
feel
think it's
like-
a hierarchy thing, right? He's got the world titles. I mean, the Surf Ranch is his partner, so why? Of course, he should get a wild card there. Tahiti, everyone wants to see Kelly Slater in Tahiti. J Bay, everyone wants to see
All right, well,
Kelly
you have
Slater
our
in J
vote.
Bay. So we vote.
so Slater's in.
Yeah, cool. So he might be world champion.
Sweet.
I think that would be amazing.
All right, so what else we got here?
Read a great article about our friend Luke Cederman,
I
aka
feel like
Raglan
Luke,
Surf Report.
I think Luke wrote that himself.
I think AI
about
wrote it.
himself.
Chat GP.
Chat GPT wrote it.
I think it's great that people like Luke are getting shine in surf media. It's about time.
What was the name of the article? The best forehand
he
hack
does
in
have?
surfing?
Yeah. Have you seen Luke Cederman's intersection part
Yeah.
or inner
He
visions?
he
intersection.
He can move water.
He can push some. He
He's
can
a
push
big.
his
He's
rail.
he is a big boy.
He gave us a report last week. Maybe we'll get another one next week. We love Luke Cederman. Big fans. Did you see the Fast Times at Ridgemont High spoof by Nathan Florence and his lovely wife Mahina?
No.
It was great.
Was it?
That's the news there. India is going to have its first ever WSL qualifying series event, a QS 3000.
Where?
It's the International Surf Open Tamil Nadu. And it's going to go ahead, Todd. Where is that going to take place?
That right there says Mahabalipuram.
Mahabalipuram, also known as Mahabs. And it's a right-hand point break that bends around a 1,000-year-old temple.
That's rad.
That's pretty sick.
I
We
treat my
should do the mass from there.
I treat my body like a temple.
Your body is a 1,000-year-old temple.
That's right, like crumbling
And
with
waves wrap around it.
spider webs,
Another surf
traps.
news. Good things are happening. The water's warming up. The red tide is I'm talking about in San Diego. The water's warmed up. I had one of the best sessions I've probably had in 2 years the other day. Todd, are you still struggling in the water?
Nope, I'm back.
I heard you're struggling. People have been saying you're struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you still having fun though?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I have a dark arts board. I'm actually going to be picking it up in the next day.
Finally. Welcome
so.
to the 23rd century.
They're
What century is this?
they're not cheap.
No, well,
You
neither
wouldn't-
are F1 cars.
You wouldn't know.
Neither are Audis,
No, they're not. But like
right? You want the best.
you do, but
You got to pay for the
the
best.
sticker shock sometimes is a little shocking.
Well, here's the thing with the Dark Arts board, which you will see. Hopefully,
Will I never
Your-
have to get another surfboard?
well, hopefully your shape is
right?
how you like it.
Because
Because if it is, you're stoked. Because a Dark Arts board keeps its pop for years. I mean, I've had the same board.
So
for
if you
years,
ding-
and they're poppy.
product talk with Chris and Todd on the Monday Mass. If you ding a dark arts board,
It's a
does-
dark ding.
does it take on water like an epoxy board would?
Um,
Like, do you repair it the same way? Like, how do you repair a dark arts
I
board?
would. Well, I know that you're a pretty good repair guy, but I would take it to get professionally repaired because it is a
Specialty product.
special unit. I've actually never dinged a dark arts. I did bust the fin on my busted it like in the fin box in.
Mm.
I don't recall it taking on much water, but I didn't know that I had done that. So I
So
wasn't
I think it's like a closed cell core. Like the foam in there doesn't take on water.
right.
So I've
I think we're good.
I've also heard that you do not ever want to leave those in your car, even for like a little bit,
I mean,
because they'll explode.
I don't think you want to leave any surfboards in your car really on a hot day. It's
I
gonna
leave my
it's gonna
I
heat
leave
up.
my dog in there to watch it though.
Well, yeah, but what do you?
My
got the
kids are in
window
there.
Cracked?
Yeah,
The back window's
my
cracked.
kids are in the car.
You're gonna be stoked.
All right, I can't wait.
I really do believe these boards are the truth, and they're the best boards I've ever ridden. So
Space age polymers from the aircraft
it's
industry.
it's science.
Kevlar,
In other surf
carbon
news,
fiber.
just go surf.
All right.
Summer's coming. You better get good at surfing before summer.
That was surf news. Snowboard news is brought to you by New Greens. Devin, I hope you're having a great time on the beach.
Does he listen to podcasts when he's on vacation?
Oh fuck yeah, he's in Saladita
So
right
what
now.
does New Greens do
He
for
didn't
you?
really know that the Mexi Log Fest was happening. Although I did tell
Dude.
Devin that every day in Mexico for me is a Mexi Log Fest.
So
But
he went down to be
unbeknownst
around 10,000 longboarders.
to him, the Mexi Log Fest was occurring at the same time. So I can't imagine a more annoying situation to go on a surf vacation.
Well, luckily for him, most longboarders these days, especially the guys and girls that compete down at that, are pretty chill.
Mm.
But you are going to have about 120 of them. So good luck catching waves.
It is
So I
snow.
have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So
this is snow news.
This
brought
is
by
this
New
is my question for Todd, since he's pretty good at science when it comes to snow.
Hmm.
So there's oodles, scientific term. There's a lot of snow up there all
There-
over,
Yep.
and it's starting to melt.
Mhm.
So where is all this melting snow going? And are we going to see anything different now that we haven't seen before? Because we've never seen this much snow in many eons.
Chris, are you
Where
aware?
does it go?
Are you aware of the concept of what a water table is?
Yes.
You know what a water table
Yeah.
is?
I know. I
It's
know.
not
that
like water-
snow goes into rivers.
It
when
goes into
melts,
rivers, right?
But are these rivers going to be like
Overflowing.
overflowing and massive? Are
Let's-
the rapids going to be crazy? Are the
Let's just
waves
put it
in the
this
rivers going
way:
to be good?
be a great time to buy some lakefront property in Reno and Sacramento.
What do you mean?
There's going to be a lot of water down there.
There is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, we were in Tahoe 2 weeks ago. It had just started to get warm. It's actually still snowing. Like they got a foot of snow last week.
So there's still snow piled up in the sun.
Like 12, 13 feet of it in places.
So what about
I don't think they've had to deal with this
like
shit
Mammoth?
since-
So Mammoth, where's it all going to go when it starts really melting?
I don't know.
Is there going to be
Bishop?
mudslides?
I don't
If
know.
anybody knoes what happens when snow melts, you can tell us in the
My God.
comments.
You would. This is just the dumbest fucking podcast.
Oh, you have some
I have
news
some
here.
news. We have a reporter.
What?
Yeah, we do. You don't know about these people, but I have
On
reporters.
in the field, in the
field.
snow. Tight.
Mary Walsh is our reporter in the field, and she sent me over this report, and I'm going to read this verbatim what she sent me. I
Okay.
said, Mare, what's the word on the street? And she sent me this. She said, and I quote, Jess Kimura has the entirety of women's street snowboarding and women's amateur non-contest riders on her back.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm reading verbatim. I don't even have any context for any of this. But I think it's because of the uninvited competition last 2 weekends ago
Where she kicked
at
ass.
Boreal. Jess Kimura's event is just raising the bar for competitions
Oh,
for women.
because she put that event on.
Yes.
And won it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get it. She is holding the women's snow industry on her back.
Yes.
Okay, you're right. Here.
Lauren Dermino is a psychopath on a snowboard, and it's awesome.
She's a psychopath.
Psychopath.
Landings,
Doesn't care
lack
about
of
landings, lack of landing. Is there a landing? Sunshine Village just had an all-women's terrain park event last weekend, following up on Take the Rake,
Glad you're yelling.
which was a grassroots and cool event. Okay, cool. I have zero context for that.
Yeah.
Mark Clavin was just at the Rockstar shoot, and it sounds like they are mixing things up a lot. I don't know what that means either.
Thank you, Mary.
Thanks, Mary. Also, in other snowboard news, this week on Wednesday,
Okay.
the natural selection brought to you by Backcountry is coming to us from Alaska. Now,
What's Backcountry?
Backcountry is a
Website.
it's a website that sued everyone in the snowboard industry not very long ago for the word backcountry.
Oh,
Let's not get into that, but
I won't.
There's some dust on that shelf. But anyways, the event
Dust on
went
that
down April 3rd.
oh, it already happened.
It happened, but the way that they're doing this one is we're all coming into this thing. No spoilers for me. I haven't done any research on who
Okay.
won. I don't know anything about it. We're all coming into this thing and commentating it on Wednesday as if it was live. So natural selection from Alaska will be happening this Wednesday. You can find it on the Natural Selection website. You can also find it on Red Bull TV. And we're going to see who goes home with the overall title for the
this is
naturally
it.
selected.
This is the
This
championship.
This is the championship. Well, it's actually this. Yeah.
But is the second? Of
Whatever.
3?
Stop getting in my head.
Well, I'm just trying to get the information for the people.
This is the information. Wednesday. I find out the same time that you do.
Is there another one after Wednesday?
No.
This Wednesday's the final.
Wednesday is it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
they go
there's
to Baldface.
stop. They went. Remember, they were in Revelstoke.
Oh, instead of Baldface.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you were there. You weren't there. You were sort of there. Well, Todd, that's great snowboarding news. Thanks, Mary. Real pertinent stuff.
What do
I
you
got
have?
2 stories about moose
All right.
that in my opinion quantify the most breaking news. So Breckenridge.
Yes.
Todd, have you ever heard of Breckenridge?
Very familiar with Breckenridge.
So a Low Houston was
Who?
Low Houston.
That's a guy's name.
I don't know if it's a woman. I think she was snowboarding with her group of friends, Breckenridge,
Yep.
riding a run into town.
Yep.
You know, instead of taking the gondola, as you can do.
Probably 4 o'clock road.
Right, 4 o'clock road. As she was going down, there was a fork in the road, and they were going to turn left. But when they went to turn left, there was a moose in the way, and they stopped. And then a bunch of tourists came up, and they were walking towards the moose, and the moose charged their asses
Smart.
and almost got them. But sadly, the humans got away without getting nailed by
Now,
a
when
moose.
there is a fork in the trail, we would traditionally call that a moose knuckle.
Right.
Right.
And some of these tourists almost got moose knuckled to death.
Moose knuckle sandwiches.
That's right. In other moose news,
Where is squirrel and moose?
in other moose news,
Did you get that?
Wait, say it.
Where is squirrel and moose?
I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
Other snowboard.
I got more moose news.
Okay, moose news brought
Okay.
to you by
Told you this is the real shit.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
A moose in Kenai, Alaska,
Okay.
where is this a coincidence?
I think not.
Natural selection was there. There was a moose there. A moose got into the local movie theater, the Kenai Cinemas, which is where
got into
natural selection
We got into a movie theater.
got into the movie theater. And
At these prices?
I know. And I said, I'm never going to the movies again. This moose was like, I'm going. Before the moose left, it got into the trash and got a Happy Meal box stuck on its head. Only in Alaska. Am I right?
Wow.
And Breckenridge.
Are we done with the moose news?
Because
Because there's other-
Hold on, let me see if there's other moose
There's
news.
other snowboard news.
I think that's all I got for moose news for now.
The Nines event is happening right now in Switzerland once again.
In
Nope, not at Saas-Fee. Nope. But
that's in Sweden.
But it's brought to you by Swatch, and I believe it's going to be broadcast on Red Bull. But the Nines event is always the pinnacle when it comes to snow sculpting. They make these really incredible sculpted features, and people go there and they go crazy.
Oh, like bowls.
yeah,
and cool
but like stuff over stuff. It looks very death-defying.
This isn't the thing where they sit around a table like this and talk about skateboarding.
No, it's the Nine Club. It's the Nine Club.
This is the what?
This is the Nines.
Nines.
Okay. Also, next week, starting on the 2nd, Peace Park returns in a different location this year. It's going to be at Snowbird in Mineral Basin. That is Utah, the state of sport. And you know what's going to happen there is we're all going to be
Snowbird.
there partaking in Danny Davis's vision of this great come together event where you're basically just celebrating the end of the year. It's
And
the
peace.
last big hurrah. There's also much more to do than to just go and watch a bunch of people fly through the air on snowboards. There's
Yeah,
also
Irie.
an incredible Woodward Park that has been built in Mineral Basin adjacent to the Woodward Peace Park features that are built for Peace Park
Adjacent meaning
next to.
okay. Do you think Snowbird, by any chance, would like to host some episodes of Monday Mass next season?
Snowbird?
As in sponsor us and bring us up there.
Totally.
Love to go
They
back
love
to
it.
Snowbird.
You want to go to the Cliff Lodge
yeah, I want
again?
to ride this. I want to ride this at Snowbird.
You want to ride that at Snowbird?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and
Any
then
more
also
is any moose news from Snowbird
no.
or Peace Park?
I went to last week. I went the day after we did this broadcast. I went up to Big Bear and had an absolute blast.
I saw that.
It
You
was,
were with
I
the
had a
Quicksilver team?
blast. I know I was with Harrison Gordon and our
Harrison Ford?
Harrison Gordon and our
Oh.
filmer Sam Snosnowski.
Okay, so, and I got a text from you yesterday saying,
I was gonna
let's
go.
go snowboarding
was gonna
today. What
go-
happened?
I kind of pushed it till tomorrow,
Oh, good.
but I might not go tomorrow.
You
either.
wanted a proper Monday Mass.
We've got a lot of stuff going on this week. For me, is one of those weeks that has a lot of moving parts. We've
Okay.
got Monday Mass today. I've got the natural selection on Wednesday. Friday, I leave to go to Mammoth with the Quicksilver team for an end of season shoot there, and then straight from there, I go to Peace Park.
Oh my gosh.
And then May 2nd is next Tuesday, and you know what that is?
Monday Mass Tuesday.
No,
See you next Tuesday.
it's the day after. That's the return of the. Wait,
May the 4th.
May the. No, that's May. God damn it! I blew it.
You're
When is May the 4th?
the biggest day of Todd's year, and he
can't
got the
even-
date
I
wrong.
can't even do this
You,
anymore.
because Todd, it's so they call it May the 4th
I got it.
because it's Star Wars.
I
May
got
the
it.
Force be with you.
I
It's
got it.
it's been around for a while. I'm
All
really
right.
surprised you didn't ever never heard about that.
And
Any other snow
also,
news?
one more piece of snow news. If you feel like going to snowboard camp, I know it's a stretch, but I'm going to be at the adult camp at Copper Mountain, Colorado. The Woodward snowboard camp there after the resort's closed. I'm going to be there as a guest for the adult camp, and that's coming up over the Memorial Day weekend. So,
So
if
what
you,
what do you have to do there?
I'm there. I'm offering
Hanging.
tips. I'm hanging. I'm a great instructor.
I believe it.
I'll tell you what to do.
So if you want to,
I don't guarantee results, but
Yeah.
I kind of guarantee results.
I can tell you, snowboarding with Todd is a treat. It's a joy, and if he talks to you during that session, it's even better. So I'm sure he will be talking to people. He will be snowboarding with
it's a
people.
great time.
Will you be making fun of people
Nope.
like you make fun of me when we snowboard together?
No.
That's reserved.
No.
No, you'll be supporting
Totally.
snowboarding.
It's totally different.
Wow. Okay. So even though it's getting hot outside, the snow is still there. And when it melts, please send me an email. Tell me what's
Chris
happening.
wants to know know
At what temperature
how
does
babies
this stuff
are made.
even melt? Nerd News is brought to you by New Greens. Or wait, was New Greens brought you something else?
Bachan's is bringing us nerd news
Brachon.
this week.
Brachons.
Brachan?
Brachons.
Oh, brah.
So it was a huge weekend in the world of music. It was Record Store Day on Saturday. We got a record store right across the street over here.
Lose.
Records. The line
I saw it
was
around
the block. So
What are they getting?
Record Store Day is cool because they're selling limited edition vinyl drops. So, you got all these, like, I bought New York New Wave. I bought a Midlake record that you can't get any other day but Record Store Day or after. But this year was a little different because Taylor Swift dropped a vinyl record, and a lot of the, like, OG record collector people were kind of pissed because the Swifties came out in full force at record stores all around the country. They got there earlier than the OGs. They
I guess
took
we
a little
know
bit
who's more
longer.
committed.
The Swifties are the most committed. But it was cool because, obviously, as we know, record shops, these are places that need to be around. They need to be in
Is
your
there
town.
a resurgence in vinyl?
It's been luckily it's been a steady resurgence. I mean, they probably sold millions of these Taylor Swift records, but with that, You have all kinds of other records, that are highly collectible. A record is $40 nowadays.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's basically $40 or between 30 and $40. But there's nothing like unopening,
Yeah.
the whole deal. I did make 6 very limited edition Chris Coté solo
move
greatest hits packages, and there's some left. There's 6 left. So act now. And I realized why. When I went in there yesterday, I go, "What's up, Lou? Lou's Records.
I made 6,
Give
and,
me the
and
money.
there's 6 left.
Give me the money from all the sales." And he said, "We didn't sell any." And I said, "Well, this stuff must be a little over the heads of all these collectors." But then I realized, Todd, it wasn't vinyl. People are there for vinyl.
What did you put?
So
in
they're
yours?
probably sold
What
out
was
now.
in yours? A fucking barcode you could scan?
Like squirt gun, all the hits on one stick. So those are available now to normal fans. There
also,
are none.
This weekend, did Coachella even happen if your friend with the big dumb hat didn't tell you that they went?
I don't know anybody who went. To be honest,
Well, I had some friends that were in Palm Desert. Just they happened to be in Palm Desert. It was Kevin Staub's birthday this weekend. They went out there to skateboard.
Tony Hawk.
Robbie, how you doing? And Coachella was clogging the highways.
Yeah. I would definitely play Coachella if I was invited. I don't know if I would go if I was invited.
How does that mean?
I would go there and perform,
Right.
but I don't know if I would go just to
Be
watch.
in it?
Yeah, because I did develop a little bit of a guilty pleasure, and you can't do it for too long, but you watch those videos of like people interviewing, like, who paid for your Coachella ticket? Or tell me what you're wearing to Coachella. And the people that answer, and the answers are
All I can
really
picture when I've never been to Coachella, I don't like crowds.
no, you don't.
I don't like crowds. But when I think of Coachella, I think of unpeeled die-cut stickers on the back of cars.
That's there are those. That's for sure.
Okay, so first of all, if you can't figure out how to peel a die-cut sticker, like if you can't figure out how a sticker works, like there's a whole generation we're fucked.
Let's just answer some questions.
All right, let's go.
Because, man, when you start talking about stickers unpeeled, I start getting pissed off. Okay, we've got a couple questions now. Questions will be answered with all honesty and passion. Old Nerdy Bastard is going to kick us off to the question block. Do we know again the origin of Goofy Foot and Regular Foot, and where did it all start? Also, Regular Foot sounds so boring. Can we change it to Wacky Foot or something like that? Well, the story is that there was a cartoon of Goofy, the Disney character Goofy, standing right foot forward, and therefore it spread around that was Goofy Foot. And before they were called regular foots, I think they were called natural foots, because most people that started surfing surfed with their natural foot forward.
Naturally.
That could be totally wrong. We're going to have to look at the Encyclopedia of Surfing, but that's the story I have. Do you?
Yeah. Go for it.
Blake Wall says, what's your favorite place to go on vacation, guys? I mean, Casa La Barra, Nicaragua is my current favorite place to go on vacation.
My house with no one home.
Ooh. Little Todd time.
Think about it.
On vacation.
And I know people out there that have kids and families can relate to this.
Love that.
When the best vacation you can possibly go on is when everyone leaves.
Just nude on the couch.
Just spread beagle.
Brad Massey says, if you guys were professional baseball players, what song would you pick to play when you walked up to the batter's box?
Ooh, you go first.
I am going to pick Fugazi Waiting Room. Is that cliche? Because that would be a solid one.
Neutron Dance by the Pointer Sisters.
Neutron Dance. Tight. Okay. Good call. Zach mentioned us in his story, but it's just saying Happy Monday from Land of the Dumb and Dumber. And do you recognize that board?
That's from Breckenridge, and I don't recognize that board, but that is the Land of Dumb and Dumber.
That's Breck. That's Breck. So
that's where the moose hang out.
We got a message from Kemp Curley.
What does Kemp say?
Kemp Curley.
Do you guys want to work the Do Tour
Yes.
coming up in Des Moines, Iowa, the end of August?
Yes, that's one of the greatest producers in the game right there.
What does
It
it
seems
say?
like there's a trend in snowboarding right now where everybody is riding everything from the streets to the park and the backcountry. Is this a new wave in snowboarding where everyone isn't just a specialist, or is this a cycle that's repeating from 20 years ago in the Todd era?
Wow, I think
The ride
I think
everything era.
everyone is just trying everything. It's a big experimental phase. I think you can't specialize in anything anymore because there's only so many pieces of the pie to go around, and you might as well do it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Why
be-
limit yourself?
to be well-rounded is to be well-respected, right?
Yep. Let me see. We got a question from Jammin. Ose. Do you guys switch up your wheel durometer for a certain surface? Do you have a
I used
favorite
to.
Duro?
I used to.
The Duro that I've been riding lately is 97s.
I used to not let my vert board touch the street like at all, and I would be really bummed if I like had to skate somewhere, like if we had to park far away from a ramp or something like that,
Right.
and I had to skate that board on the street there because
Yeah.
for some reason in my head I thought that it made my wheels slower.
Blow up.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a 101 guy.
You are, huh?
I like my wheels to slide when I want them to.
I just ride 55s or 56s.
Oh, you mean that's not durometer?
I
though.
know, but I'm saying like 55s, 56s. I ride like Park Formula. I ride whatever.
That's hard.
my
Park Formula is
friends
pretty
send
hard.
me.
Have you ridden those dragons?
No.
The dual
Not yet.
durometers?
No.
Hmm.
So I don't really know, or yeah, just whatever feels good. DJ says, "What's your worst flight ever?"
Worst flight ever? Oh my God. You ready?
Yeah,
You ready for this one?
yeah, quick.
So this is probably 1993. I'm flying to Japan, and it's like the middle of the night. I think we left San Francisco at like 4 in the afternoon. It's middle of the night, and the plane dropped probably no exaggeration, like probably 1,500 feet in like 1 second.
No.
And so they didn't really say very much. The captain took a long time to come on over the loud. Like we were about I think probably like an hour from Tokyo at this point,
Dude.
and it was, it was still kind of dark. And after, like it was just weird. It was like the plane just boom, like dropped, and then so everything kind of like went back to normal.
Hate that.
And then it finally became light out, and when you looked out the window, we were probably about 100 feet off the water
What?
for like a long time flying into Narita. I have no idea what happened. To this day, I still have semi PTSD
Oh, God.
from that. But it was like we were so close to the water for a very long time coming into Narita.
Mm.
But it was weird though, because when we landed, there was no like fanfare on the runway or anything. Like anything had happened.
Oh, there was no like.
Fire
Fire
trucks.
trucks.
Although, and then there was the incident where we were flying to Fiji and the plane had to turn around, and then there were fire trucks, and then we came in too heavy because they didn't burn off all the fuel after the balancing tanks of the fuel failed,
Right.
and we landed and flames were shooting out. But that was less stressful to me than the one where the airplane dropped. And then there was also the time where I asked the woman next to me if she was pregnant, and she wasn't.
I got myself and 8 other people kicked off a flight for
8
being drunk.
8 people.
And even though I wasn't, it was just late. It wasn't my fault because I've been way more loose on flights.
8 people.
8.
How did you get them kicked off? These guys are with me.
I don't know what happened.
There's first of all, this is a pro
8.
tip for anyone that is listening. Number 1, there are no friends in customs.
No.
You have no friends when you
Lone
get on
wolf
an airplane.
only.
You are lone wolfing. This goes especially when you're traveling internationally. You don't fucking know anyone.
Hell
Even if
no.
your mom is on that flight, you don't know her.
But do get your friends into the lounge
Yes.
if you have access.
If you have status, get them into the lounges. But
But
then you
you're
don't
right.
know them
Yeah,
later.
not in line.
No.
Hannah Lee says, what makes places of historic significance like Bells and G-Land not great for CT level surfing? Bells is just a soft wave. It's okay, and there's a lot of history there. It's just not. I don't think it's a wave worthy of how good the surfers are.
But it can be.
It can be on
Really
like, the
good.
day of days, but it's just not. I don't think it's on par with some of the other stops. G-Land is, unfortunately, when they were there, it can be fickle.
Do you ever call it gland?
I have called it gland. NW Shreducator. Hey guys, what's the coolest, weirdest places you've traveled to for work? Commentating honorable mention in last week's sticker discussion. The quote, I got the MacDog video and it came with all these cool stickers. Sticker job, mix in a couple zoomy stickers for extra coolness. We were talking about more than 5 stickers on your car and your
Right. Or your
certifiably insane.
snowboard with conflicting shoe brands.
Right. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Where's the
Coolest,
weirdest
weirdest
place
places to travel to for work? I mean, I'm just going to say Japan. It's always cool, and especially if you're there for work.
I went to Barbados once for a rally race.
That's tight.
I commentated a rally race on Barbados, and it was amazing because Barbados is a pretty small island, but they're incredibly into rally, and there's a rally. There's a track there called Bushy Park in the middle of Barbados,
That's
and
awesome.
it's incredible.
Good.
I thought that was cool.
Well, those were great questions, people. Thank you for listening all this way.
Thank you. And then next week, I will not be here.
What about Tuesday?
We will not know because next Tuesday I'll be at Peace Park. We will.
Maybe we'll try. I'll try to call you.
We probably won't have a show, but I'm starting to think, what if we do solo shows? I mean, you're so good at solo shows.
Oh
and
my
if you're out of
God.
town, I'll do a solo show.
Okay, we
and
can try
you do
it.
a solo show. I feel like
We can try it.
well, we're bringing in all these new sponsors, and they're going to want something in return.
They're gonna want content.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that in a meeting
All right.
off the air.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you guys. We'll see
Maybe-
you next week.
Bye.
Peace out. And for those of you that just joined, you fucking blew it.